The House Oversight Committee heard public testimony this afternoon from IRS whistleblowers previously that was given behind closed-door testimony about the mishandling of the Hunter Biden criminal investigation that has led for calls to impeach the Attorney General, Merrick Garland. Well, in today's hearing, neither whistleblower backed down from such accusations against the Department of Justice. And the committee chairman, James Comer, vowed to continue his investigation following such revelations. Joining me now to discuss this and more is Congresswoman Lisa McClain. She serves on several committees, including the House Oversight and Accountability Committee. She was in the hearing today. She represents the 9th Congressional District of Michigan. Congresswoman McClain, welcome back to Washington Watch.
Oh, always good to be here.
So you were a part of this explosive hearing today. What did we learn from this public testimony?
Well, we're still in it. It's still ongoing. And what we've learned is what we thought to be true all along, but we got confirmation. And that is that the DOJ and the FBI didn't follow procedures. They slow walked this investigation for Hunter Biden to the point where the statute of limitations ran out. And quite frankly, Tony, we proved, I think, that we definitely have a two-tier justice system here in the United States, unfortunately.
That appears to be exactly right. It's troubling, it's disheartening, and it's something that has to be addressed. What is the way forward to try to bring this back in balance so that justice is truly blind in this country, and every American, whether their name is Biden or Trump or whomever, is treated the same way?
Right. And you're spot on. I mean, justice is supposed to be blind, and we must restore some confidence in our justice system, whether it's the DOJ, the FBI, or the IRS. Everyone needs to be treated fairly. And right now, I think that what we're uncovering, especially to the American people, is that you're not. I mean, one of the issues that we saw today was a search warrant was issued. Typically, when search warrants are issued, you're not given a heads up. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case for the Biden family. If you or I owed hundreds of thousands of dollars, on our tax returns, I highly doubt the IRS would slow walk the investigation to let the statute of limitations run out. And that's exactly what we got testimony from actual witnesses, right? The whistleblowers that were actually working on this case. So this isn't hearsay. These are two individuals that bravely came forward to tell the truth on what's going on. And I believe them coming forward, them telling the truth with all of the negative repercussions that I've heard today, restores some faith that justice will prevail, and there are people that are out there that will tell the truth. And that's what we need to get back to. You know, they have the traditional American values and they still believe in the rule of law.
Yeah, and that's why we still need to have men and women like that serving in our government, in our military. That's part of our concern about these woke policies of this administration that is forcing some out, whether it's COVID or whatever. But I want to go to something today that came up in the testimony as I was listening to it. According to today's testimony, Attorney General Garland, under oath, led Congress to believe that the case involving Hunter Biden was insulated from improper political influence. But that is not true, according to today's testimony.
Yeah, I mean, what's interesting is these whistleblowers their testimony has not changed one time, right? And they've been questioned and questions. They are steadfast on their testimony. Whether it's Merrick Garland or Director Weiss, their stories continue to change. And at the end of the day, you work for the American people. The number one thing we expect from you is to tell the truth. And it's sad to see that those individuals struggle with that.
What was the most surprising? I know you've seen a lot of this testimony. You've heard some of the testimony. Was there anything today that you heard that was just surprising?
You know, it's just a culmination of, if it was just one thing, I think that would be enough. but it's the layer upon layer that makes it so disturbing, whether it's influence peddling, whether it's the shell companies, whether it's the money being transferred, whether it's the lying, whether it's the, I do have the jurisdiction by Director Weiss to, no, I really don't. It's unbelievable the amount of layers of cover-up that is happening with the IRS and the FBI and the DOJ just to protect the Biden family. And we always say it, the cover-up is worse than the crime. And rest assured, Chairman Comer and the rest of us on the Oversight Committee, we are going to continue to pull the threads to show and to tell the American people just exactly how corrupt these departments are. And perhaps maybe we should take a look at some funding, and maybe we should take a look at some replacements of these people, because justice is supposed to be blind and the American people are supposed to have confidence. And right now, neither one of those things are happening.
Congressman Clay Higgins from my home state of Louisiana, who was a part of the hearing today, made reference to this, and others did as well, that there's concern that President Biden has been compromised, that this links to him, where there's a lot of focus on Hunter, but the money that came into that family and the talk of the quote-unquote big guy. Are you concerned that our president may be compromised by communist China or one of these other countries?
Gravely concerned. In fact, in one of my line of questioning, what I'll be asking is, Hunter Biden says directly, I'm sitting here with text messages on WhatsApp, saying, I'm sitting with my dad waiting for the payment, right? We have actual evidence that shows that after these text messages happened, or these WhatsApp messages happened, monies were deposited into the Biden bank account. Remember, the majority of this happened while Joe Biden was vice president. Joe Biden is in bed with China. I don't know if y'all have noticed, but China is not our friend. They are our adversary. They are coming after us educationally, militarily, and economically. And you're in a scheme to get payments from one of our biggest adversaries. And I'm not buying that the president didn't know what was going on. If that's the case, clearly he has dementia or Alzheimer's and should be removed. Neither answer is a good answer.
Yeah.
So I'm gravely concerned.
I think I would be keenly aware if one of my children were doing business with Planned Parenthood or trying to do some kind of scheme with the left. Given who I am, I think I would know what they were up to. So very quickly, Lisa,
because you're a responsible parent.
Well, yeah, that's true.
I'm sorry,
too.
You would, because you're a responsible parent. So even if he tries to use that excuse, it's a poor excuse.
It is. So very quickly, where does the House Oversight and Accountability Committee go next in this investigation?
We continue to pile up our evidence using our, during these investigations and during these hearings and during all this questionings to actually present a package to show the American people what is truly going on, to have some justice. And perhaps if the evidence is bad enough, maybe we should replace some people at the IRS, the DOJ, and the FBI. But let's get the facts. And that's exactly what we're uncovering today.
Well, I want to thank you for joining us today. But again, as I've been talking to the leadership, just grateful for the persistence, even though the legacy media is hounding you and is turning a deaf ear and a blind eye to the facts. Be persistent. Thank you. Always great to see you. Thanks for joining us today.
God bless. Thank you.